So we have so much insane news going around today for Shiba Inu. The first one being the first Shiba cake in the world is made. What's going on, everyone? Be sure to drop a like. And Shaitoshi actually replied to this. Look at that cake, woof. And that's the first cake we're actually seeing probably in the Shiba Inu world. And it just tells you that Shiba Inu is becoming a huge brand. It's taking those steps, and I think this is really, really exciting. Happy birthday to her. Obviously, we're getting into more news, but again, sending tokens does not stake them, and still a few days after people are still doing this, you aren't depositing them to swap, you're basically burning them. Does this make sense? And basically, there's a lot of things happening. So people are sending their tokens to Shiba Swap, but not the way they wish, and they end up destroying their tokens. They end up burning them. The most important thing I'm seeing is so much regulation, so much FUD going on around that I simply have to tell you this, and I wanted to give my own thoughts why it's not important. But New York locals accuse a gas fire mining operation of hitting Seneca Lake. So presidents are concerned over the environmental impact of Green Ridge gas fire Bitcoin mining plant. So obviously we saw people and miners going to New York from China, but now there's actually some speculation. So will US be regulating this? Will this drop Bitcoin's price even further? Or will Bitcoin do the exact opposite as we're expecting and actually go for Bitcoin's adoption? Now, New York locals are accusing Green Ridge Generation's gas-fired Bitcoin mining of hitting Seneca Lake in the upstate New York. On a daily basis, the Green Ridge plant is permitted to draw 139 million gallons of water from the lake and discharge 134 million gallons of water. The plant is also allowed to discharge with a temperature of up to 108 degrees in the winter and up to 86 in the summer. But the residents have actually been saying, that it's killing the species, so it could be people thought it's going to be environmentally friendly, but now they're going to be having to do some actual consultation. So the lake is so warm that you feel like you're in a hot tub. And on May 9, Green Ridge shared information from its data center showing that between March 1 and April 17, a critical period of the local trout spawning season, its daily discharge temperatures range between 46 and 54. And a thermal study on Seneca Lake's water temperature is yet to be conducted, with an upcoming analysis currently slated to take place in 2023. So by 2023, we're going to be seeing what happens with these mining farms. Are they going to be staying here? Are they going to be going somewhere else in Kazakhstan? But since the start of June, Green Ridge's Bitcoin mining operations have been carbon neutral, which is a good thing, because Elon Musk said at least 50% needs to be carbon neutral to even consider listing basically his cars again for Bitcoin. So Atlas Holding acquired the Green Ridge plant in 2014, converting it a coal burner to a natural gas burner before reopening in 2017. So Bitcoin mining might be having a few downturns, and it still needs to be regulated. But Cointelegraph reported on Friday that Green Ridge is planning to expand its crypto mining operations to South Carolina earlier this year. And this is a big, massive adoption here happening right in front of our eyes. But actually, we're not having such good news for Binance right now. And should you be worried if you're holding your funds on Binance? Possibly not. They will probably reimburse everyone if they do have those regulations. But the investors in the class suit allege they lost tens of millions of dollars due to not being able to manage their positions and view their balances during peak trading hours. And the same thing was happening with Robinhood, and it's now happening with Binance. Seems like there's a very big pressure on Binance right now. Will there actually be a lot of things happening for Coinbase? Will Coinbase grow? Or will it be just another 8% of the whole market, which is still huge? The legal action comes amid Thailand's Securities Exchange and Commission and the Cayman Islands Monetary Authority recently announcing a regulatory crackdown on Binance for cooperating in such things that they should not have been. So they may be under investigation by U.S. Commodity Futures and Trading Commission. I think it's very important to know that also Barclays, a bank, tells cardholders that it stopped payments to Binance, and the British multinational bank has informed customers it's no longer facilitating payments to the crypto exchange, considering reports from users over the last week. So there's been a lot of concerns. They made a payment to Binance and they're stopping the payments. But we're seeing so far that banks have stopped that. Nothing about Coinbase, just Binance. And I think, a lot of people should notice as they bought their Shiba Inu from Binance itself. Now, of course, we have more news on that, but Bitum Hong Kong subsidiaries reportedly face civil suit from Thai partner. And Thailand is cracking down hard on crypto, but Thai claims that Bitum's Hong Kong subsidiaries caused serious damage by unilaterally halting its business in Thailand. And a lot of things are happening around the world. And why exactly am I telling you this news? Very simply put, the countries are cracking down on crypto, and there's for two reasons. There's a lot of scams going on around, even in Shiba Inu communities. There's so much scams going on. But a spokesperson for the firm noted that BitHub's global holdings and GBX collectively own a 49% stake that a joint venture in Thailand and are fully owned subsidiaries in the BitHub of Korea. Now, they're definitely cracking down on this one from what I'm seeing so far. And what we can see, some good news. Finally, the lawsuits, they're over. Former EU Trade Commissioner joins advisory board for DeFi dispute resolution platform. Obviously, these are smaller news that we're taking those steps on getting there. But what I can see here from Cointelegraph, if we check the news over here, Binance suspends Euro bank transfer amid the regulatory heat. Like you can see the news over here, and it's happening as we speak. From mining to software, China's regulatory crackdown on crypto continues. So China is cracking down. All of these countries are cracking down. And is this FUD? No, they're going to be regulating everything. We can clearly see that Bitcoin is around to stay. And I talked about this before, but backwardination in Bitcoin future contracts shows pro-investors lack confidence. Now, is this the end of Bitcoin? I still think Bitcoin is going to be 100K by the end of the year. And this is pretty good news because this means that Shiba Inu still has strong potential. We can see that, which I found the news before, it's quite bullish on crypto market prospects, and we're still having way more updates. But China proves Bitcoin is an unstable machine, Bitcoin Center founder. And Bitcoin's price goes up once the regulatory setbacks are digested by the crypto community, Zap Protocol co-founder Nick Spanos says. And this is something we saw before. Bitcoin's algorithm adjusts roughly every 2 weeks to allow one block of transaction to be mined every 10 minutes. So if it becomes both easier and more profitable to mine Bitcoin, there's a recipe for more enticing miners to come back in. Last week, Galaxy said that a big net positive for Bitcoin is in China's crackdown attempt. So the China crackdown is actually good. We're seeing a lot of crackdown. I think if Binance goes down, there's still going to be way more exchanges coming in. There's new exchanges coming in every day. And Spanos said miners moving out of China will seek to find with new immediate neighbors such as Kazakhstan, Iran, and Russia. So nothing is changing. Even if these countries are cracking down, Shiba Inu is going to be staying here. And why exactly am I telling you this news? If these countries are cracking down on crypto exchanges, that means you cannot buy Binance in your country anymore. Obviously, if you're in the US, you can probably still do it, right? Most important thing is, what if they start banning crypto? They most likely won't. It's too much money in there. Crypto is always going to stay. And that's what I keep saying every single time. As Shiba Inu gets more updates, we're going to be seeing some massive updates in the future, such as Shibarium, its own blockchain, and they're trying to go for that world dominance. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Peace, everyone.